Hi everybody, it's your buddy Brad here. And today we are going to look at a technique that I've kind of come up with. I am calling it polarizing. Um, it's mostly using the P transform variation, which is a new variation by Rick Sidwell. Um, and the P in P transform stands for polar. So I've been trying to figure out a good workflow for it, and this is something that I've come up with. I know he has done a tutorial over at this uh, the JWildfire Sanctuary site, where he mostly covers polar. Um, but like I say, the P stands for polar, and he uses the P transform in the tutorial and in some of the flames. It's a good tutorial. Go check it out. Um, Here are some of the images that I have made with my with what I've come up with. And you may think uh, that they look like some disk images, but it is kind of similar to disk uh, in that it is round, but it just acts differently. So let's get started. I'm going to go new from scratch, and I'm going to add a Julian, just a good old-fashioned Julian. And we want kind of a high power, um, so I'm going to set it to 200. I'm going to leave the weight alone, set the power to 200, and I'm going to add another variation, click add another variation, and you're going to select the P transform, which is right here, P transform. And we are going to set the use log to 0, set move to minus 0.5, and the split to 0.25. And we are going to make sure that the fine tune button is selected, which I have selected. It's darkened. And I am just going to scroll down one time on my mouse. Uno momento. And reset, scroll down one, and change the weight to 80. There we go. Then I'm going to zoom in here. Then we're going to go back up to the Julian. We're going to go to the draw mode and make that hidden. We're going to set the speed to -1. We're going to go to the P transform. We're going to set that to 0.99 and make the color 1. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. So if you go to the affine, you should see that it's 0.9900050. Because I just scrolled down on one time. you see here, that is what you should have for the X and the X1 and the Y2. And this will be our base. So I'm going to do a screenshot. So now if we click on the P transform, just rotate it. You can turn off the fine tuning. Rotate it. You see that we're trying to get kind of the stair step type of look. I know the image down here in the magnifier isn't that good, but you can still get an idea of what you're looking at without zooming in. But of course, we can zoom in. I really want to try to get the a lot of the stair steps. So something about let's go right here. Whoops. Let's go for that. So I'm going to zoom back out. And we are going to add a final. And we're going to select P transform again. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to make this, instead of it being a small half and a large half, we're going to use the split and make it round. And I'm just doing it by eye. Select fine tune. We're going to try to get it as circular as we can. Again, I'm doing it just by eye. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to add another fine. And then you can either select regular polar or polar 2. I actually prefer polar 2. I'm double clicking and I'm just moving this down. Then we can zoom in on it and adjust how we want. Maybe change the gradient. Ooh, I actually like that last one I had. I like that gradient. I like I like that color of it. Adjust the brightness to your liking. And then if you want, you can rotate it, the triangle some more, see what other type of looks you can get. Do a quick render on it. And then if you do a screenshot and get rid of the polar, reset, and zoom out. We can also change the powers and also the move if you want. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the P transform because that messes things up. So, but now if we change, so I adjusted the move, then we need to adjust the size of the triangle. Oh, way too much. We don't want it to overlap, so something like that is good. And then for some fine adjustments, we can go 100.1. Till we get something we like. And then of course the split, if we want to make it, we can change that up some. But then if we change it, we just have to adjust the size of the triangles again, or the affine. And then we can just add our P transform, change the split, add our polar, or in this case polar 2. And there we go. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Until next time, bye.